Hello everyone, this is Surefire Tactics, the guy responsible for like the 600 and something videos that have been posted up to the channel up until this point. And as some of you probably already know, there was a couple of roadblocks that we had. And by roadblocks I mean I basically died for like a month and a half on YouTube and I didn't post like a single thing on YouTube. And I greatly apologize for that. A lot of things basically went completely downhill in terms of that. A lot of things that I really couldn't necessarily control. But it was just a pretty bad 1.5 months of just basically nothing getting made on YouTube. And there were a couple reasons for this. First off was that my laptop died. So that alone basically was just like, lol, nope, you can't post anything now until you got a new laptop, which I did, thankfully, like a month later. Didn't come in the mail until like 3 days ago, at least in terms of when I actually recording this audio. So I thought I should give you guys a couple of updates on future projects, because while I wasn't necessarily able to post anything, I was still capable of recording more stuff. So it wasn't like I did absolutely jack diddly squat. I did actually make quite a bit of progress on a bunch of different projects that I've been working on, mainly like 3 or 4 I think, that I have here on my like super handy dandy note card, just so that I don't forget anything and act like a complete moron as I try to remember what in the world I happen to do, or happen to plan on doing. Stupid English, I don't particularly like you today. But first things first, and this is probably the most prominent one, the Mortal Kombat Challenge Tower thing. So basically, what ended up happening with that, and this could probably put this game on indefinite hiatus until I figure out how I'm actually going to do this, is along with my laptop dying, my hard drive died for my Xbox 360, or it would stop, or the hard drive didn't necessarily stop. I think the save is actually still intact, or the hard drive itself is still intact, but my Xbox won't actually read hard drives anymore. So now, basically I lost that save, and all of my Challenge Tower progress is just, and basically all of my other progress on that game too, so I'm just like, dang it. So I basically have to replay Challenge Tower all the way from the start, and let me tell you guys, the run I did for YouTube, that was the 3rd time I have that I was going to finish Challenge Tower. Doing it once takes forever the first time, trust me guys, and having to do it multiple times, not exactly the thing that you're looking forward to most whenever you're like playing a game or whatever. So that it's gonna take me a while before new parts of that get uploaded, mainly due to the fact that I basically have to play through the entire Challenge Tower all the way back up to that point again. So until I actually get back up to that point, which I have no idea how long that will be. I mean, like I said, this could place it on indefinite hiatus. Oh, excuse me. Until I actually get back up there. What I may end up doing is I may end up just generating a save file just so I can get back there, because it's like way late and I really, really don't want to invest like the 8 hours of time it would take in order to actually get back up there, since I've already done it multiple times. And 2, getting all that stuff back would it was just pretty painful when I realized that I had to do everything on that game all over again. I'm just like, no! So yeah, that's the thing about that. So don't expect parts of that, or parts of the Challenge Tower to come out for a while, because trust me, they won't. Even if I wanted them to, they probably wouldn't be coming out anyway, mainly due to the fact that it takes a lot in order to actually record one of those parts. Way more than I think probably anything else, except for maybe Miles Edgeworth, but I'll get to that in a bit. So the next item that I have left, or the next item that I have, not the next item I have left, I have like 6 more things on this list. The next item that I have is, some of you may know, one of the first series, or really long series I should say, of videos that I posted onto this channel was the XS rank run for Trauma Center Second Opinion. And, at the time, I thought that series was pretty good, and even now, I still think that that series was relatively good. The quality could have been way better, and it was always a series that I wanted to redo and do, or basically do a quality redo of, because I've gotten way better at video making now, and it was always something that, looking back on it now, I just don't think it's really up to par with a couple of other videos that I've posted. One in terms of skill, and the other part in presentation. So, you know, it's just something that I want to redo. And the fact that, you know, one of my buddies started playing Second Opinion, so I'm just like, hey, you know what? I might as well, you know, play that game too. Because, well, why not? There's no particular reason for me not to. The videos will still actually be posted, or the old videos will still actually probably be here on the channel, but I don't know whether or not they're going to stay. I may end up just deleting them. Either way, or no matter what happens to those videos, the new one will probably be here to stay forever. But like I said, since I'm going to be redoing that series, that's going to take precedent, and that's basically going to be my filler until, you know, I get Challenge Tower back up, because 54 operations definitely does take a while, but I have that entire series recorded, so it doesn't particularly matter to me. So, next up on my handy dandy list is Rhythm Heaven Fever and Rhythm Heaven for the DS. So, the thing about this is, I posted this a while back that I was going to be doing those two games. For the Rhythm Heaven for the DS is completely recorded, I just haven't transferred the RAWs and actually edited them together, but it's completely recorded. Rhythm Heaven Fever is a recording in process. I think I have about 6 or 7 or so of the games actually done at this point. I should probably get back to recording that at some point. Probably don't know when that's going to be, though. But, so then, yeah, Rhythm Heaven DS is completely recorded. Rhythm Heaven Fever is in the process of being recorded right now. So, now let me just get back to the whole Miles Edgeworth thing. And this is something that sort of happened by accident. Miles Edgeworth is a really, really long game, and I don't necessarily know how that's all going to work out. Because it's the same sort of thing with Challenge Tower. It's like, it's one of those things where it's really, really long. So you sort of lose motivation to actually record it after a while. And I'm at case 4 right now, so I'm just like, I should really finish this. But the way, because of the way that I actually format those videos, basically what I do is I basically just sit my flank down and I play through an entire case beginning to end in one single recording session. And so because of that, the video usually turns out to be like 3 or so hours, and because of that, I basically have to have 3 or 4 hours on one single stretch to be able to record for that long. And quite frankly, as of late, I do not have that much time. Probably during like a spring vacation or like a winter vacation, I'll probably end up recording another case for that, because so far I posted the first 2 cases in April of 2012, and then magically I posted the third case once again in April of, and then I posted the third case in April 2013. I may end up just making it a yearly thing that in April I'll do a Miles Edgeworth case, because while I really, really like the game, you know, sitting down and playing one game for like 3 or 4 hours for me is really hard, even for a game that I like, because I like to play my games in short bursts, just so you know I don't get sick of the game. So, yeah, I mean, I may end up recording it sometime soon, but Miles Edgeworth is one of those things, like, don't expect it happening unless it's sometime in April, or I have like a ridiculously long vacation that I have enough time in order to actually be able to do that. It doesn't take that long to edit, because like I said, it's a single recording, so I can basically just go and record it, splice the beginning and ends of the video, so that I don't have like any random spare footage, and then there you go, it's already good to go. I can basically just upload it right there and then. So next up on this list, I guess, is another Trauma game that I was sort of actually really excited to access, and it was the Trauma Team XS. And I picked up this game rather recently, put in about, I think, 34 hours so far. And I'm just like, you know, this is a pretty awesome game. And so I actually decided, you know, hey, I'm going to record the XS for this game. So that's another XS that I plan on doing. And Trauma Team, after Second Opinion, Trauma Team is the last XS I will be doing, because, you know, there are no more games in the series after that. So at that point, I will have accessed every game in the series. Except for Honor the Knife 1, which only had S ranks, but, you know, still same thing. So, you know, that will be extremely awesome, because then I'll have, like, a freaking trophy or, like, an achievement on my wall or something like that. You know, I accessed every game in this series. I'm like, cool story, bro. So, yeah, that'll be something to look forward to. Just like Second Opinion, because Trauma Team has a lot of stuff in it that I really, really like about it. And then this last sort of part are a couple of videos that I've been meaning to do for a while. But for one reason or another, I could never ever actually, like, you know, do them. Modern Warfare 2 Special Ops. I think I tried this series at least 2 other times, and for whatever reason, it never, like, actually worked out. Like I said, for one reason or another, I don't entirely know why. Probably, or I know one of them was because Sony Vegas was on its period, and it wouldn't, like, actually let me do anything on it at one point. And then the other one was just because the recordings were all really bad. And, like, the quality sucked in terms of gameplay, and the quality sucked in terms of, like, actual video itself, so I didn't want that posted. All the missions on that will be done on veteran difficulty, and they'll all be done solo, for the sake that, you know, not everyone has a buddy to play with, you know, because they're forever alone, just like me. I still can't believe I played through Portal 2 all by myself. And so, you know, I want to be able to play through the entire game solo. 1, because you have more skill, and 2, because not everyone has access to that. Except for, you know, the 2 missions where you actually need to have a second player, because they are co-op missions only. But, like I said, you know, I'll be doing those with a buddy of mine. And, as a matter of fact, at this moment in time, I actually haven't recorded that series except for the co-op missions. So, I already know that I have everything I need, so it's basically just a matter of me getting on my own time and recording the rest of the special ops. Not that it'll take me all that long. I've probably done it at least like 17 times. So, you know, it won't be that bad of a series because I'll be able to do it rather easily. And then the last set of projects that I plan on doing at some point are the Arkham City, or the Batman Arkham City and the Batman Arkham Asylum challenge maps. Arkham Asylum and Arkham City were 2 games that I really, really wanted to do for a long time. But, like I said earlier, my Xbox 360's hard drive died, so I lost all my progress on both of them. At the time of this recording, I've already gotten back everything on Arkham Asylum. I have 100% in that game again. I took a screenshot just so that I wouldn't have to, you know, do it again, just to, like, you know, prove it to other people. And then, for Arkham City, I have a couple more Riddler maps, or not Riddler maps, challenge maps to unlock. I'm not, for Arkham City, you know, I'm probably not going to get 100% in that game. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do I'm just going to get enough Riddler trophies in order to actually, like, unlock all the maps, but I don't think I'm actually going to get, like, 100% in the game, because, 1, I've done it before, and I do have the screenshot for that, and 2, because I think it's just a waste of time. There's no particular reason for me to do it. I might just do it, you know, just for the sake of me doing it, but at this current moment in time, I really don't think it's all that necessary. As for the campaigns on Arkham City, that one's a bit of a tricky one, because I may or may not do that, depending on what you guys want, because at this moment in time, I don't particularly want to do the campaigns, mainly because I don't see any particular reason for me to do so. I mean, pretty much what would end up happening is, it would just be me. If I wanted to do the campaign videos, basically what would end up happening is I would record the entire campaign from start to finish, and then basically it would just be me speeding everything up, because nothing really happens in the campaigns more than what happens in your typical map. I mean, the only thing that changes is the fact that you have, you know, like, different modifiers in them. So, for campaigns, I really don't see the point. If you guys would like to know, like, what modifiers you should use on what maps, then I could certainly do that. But for the campaigns themselves, I don't particularly think that I should make an entire series devoted to it. It just isn't something that I feel like doing. And last but not least, I've been talking lately with a couple of other people, and I've been thinking about doing a couple of collaborations with other YouTubers. And, well, let me just say that it's going to be a really, really wild ride, because I don't really have a plan for this. I may be doing a few collaborations of random games here and there with a couple of other YouTubers, because, you know, I want to take over all the Mario parties. But, you know, in any case, that's something a little something to look forward to. A couple little bonus things, you know, to look forward to, because I'm pretty sure all you guys love to hear my amazing voice. Except for the fact that I have, like, 0 commentary on this channel, even though that's sort of what it was supposed to be in the first place. But in any case. So, that's basically everything that I have project-wise. I got everything settled out now in terms of video. My recording setup works again. Thank freaking goodness. So, Challenge Tower, like I said, is going to be put on hold until I get back to, you know, where I was. Because that was a bit of a bitch, and I cried a little inside when I figured that out. But, so, that's pretty much everything in terms of, you know, what's going to be happening on the channel, what happened on it, because, you know, I died. So, yeah, I mean, I hope you guys have a lovely day, and enjoy all the content that comes out on this channel. You know, I have a lot of things I've wanted to do with it. A couple extra videos that I've wanted to put out for a while now. Like Rhythm Heaven, like I said, that entire series has been recorded for like a couple of months now, I think. I just haven't, like, you know, done anything with it yet. So that'll get uploaded sometime soon. And that's it, really. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Probably said that at least 4 times now, but I don't particularly care. I love saying have a fantastic day to people. Try to make their day every single day. So, see you guys later.